up, Kirk?
What's going on, man?
Not much. Today's been rough. So I need to take out my aggression somehow. And unfortunately, it just happens to be against our manager and Ryan, who happens to be just like one of the nicest people.
Yeah.
So,
well, based on what he did to us, I don't mind you taking the aggression out on Scott.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Ryan, I like. Ryan's never, betrayed our trust. So, I have no problem with Ryan. I think Ryan's great. Ryan's one of the most underrated players in this community. I think Ryan is
I agree.
Amazing. And Scott's pretty good too. But they're a great team. I want to see them succeed. I hate this. What sucks about playing somebody in your faction, because if you win, you have to eliminate them and knock them out and set them back. And I don't want to do that to Ryan. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah. You gave us Possessor. We gave you a good movie. So best of luck to you. Hopefully more luck to us.
Look, I thought I was doing them a favor. I think that movie's great. I thought Kirk was actually going to like it.
No, here's the thing. You actually give them a movie that's free if they're part of the subscription on Hulu. We had to rent ours. Even though, I mean, if Amazon, I still had to pay to watch that film. And you know what? Even when I paid, I fell asleep during that film. So trust me, you may have given us a good one, but apparently it didn't register that to my brain. But one thing is, they're right. It sucks going against another faction. We want this to be a good match. But who knows what's going to happen here? I mean, shit. Maybe
the upside is if we come out on the short end of it, then it's not the worst thing because our friends and faction mates are moving on. But I've been looking forward to playing them. I feel like in Warzone and here we've been close to like playing Kirk and Andrew multiple times, and now we finally get to do it. So let's have fun.
Yeah, I mean, last time I played those guys was with one of my former teammates who's moved on. I don't want to bring that up because it's still a little sore.
Okay, well, let's hope it goes better today.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Opening Night Trivia Teams Division. I'm your host, Thomas Scully. With me on the desk is the one, the only John Marr. And we got ourselves an interesting match tonight, a match between four people who I think would all consider each other friends, faction mates, close colleagues. But apparently, there's some bad blood between the teams in terms of which movies they gave each other. One team had to pay money, and the other had to pay in vision, apparently. So, John, what are your thoughts on the upcoming match?
What I would say is if you're playing along at home, take a drink every time they insult each other's movies. Take a shot every time Bar or Kirk calls Ryan Brian, and we can get into the match.
I agree. Let's just get right into it. Introducing first, your number 7 ranked team with a record of 2 wins, 1 defeat, and 1 knockout. They are Kirk Kowalkowski, Andrew Barr, the team of Bullets Over Broadway. And their opponents, the number 4 ranked team, also with a record of 2-1 and 1 knockout, Scott Harvey, Ryan Payne, the team of Payne and Game.
Pull me out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Round 1, y'all know how it works. 10 questions from 10 different movie categories. 20 seconds to answer each question. If you get it right, you get a point. If you get it wrong, too bad. You get nothing. If any players get all 10 questions correct, they will get a bonus question only to themselves, worth an extra point. Each team will have 3 repeats in the usage of a challenge throughout the entirety of the match. 4 repeats. My bad. That's 4 repeats. And the use of a challenge throughout the duration of the match. Are there any questions before we get into round number 1?
I don't think so.
No,
we're good.
All right. John, why don't you go ahead and give them their first question?
Your first question comes in the category of Oscars. What film did Margot Robbie receive her most recent Oscar nomination for? I've been a fan of hers ever since Pan Am, the TV show.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting that was an actual TV show.
Yeah. Her and Christina Ricci on television.
Most of those like ABC shows just feel like a fever dream at this point. Like they just didn't even happen.
They're all like a season long, so yeah, it is like a fever dream.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Ryan.
I guess Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
And Bar.
Bombshell. Never gonna get the perfect round.
I think Bombshell's right.
No, you're right, Bar. It's Bombshell.
And
Yeah.
Kirk.
Yeah, I said I, Tanya.
Bombshell is correct.
Good pull.
Okay.
What?
I was
And
those
Bar.
two because I got a lot of clout for both of them.
The only ones getting that question right. Getting your second question in the category of famous actors and actresses. What film features a supporting cast that includes Cybil Shepherd, Martin Scorsese, and Albert Brooks? You know, if you say Albert Brooks 3 times in succession, a wild killer Bowen will appear at your front door and will ask you if you've ever seen Lost in America.
I've heard that's true. That's why I try not to say it. Even when Finding Nemo's on, I don't say it.
Yep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Bar.
Have you heard the good word of defending your life, taxi driver?
Oh God. And Scott
Taxi Driver.
and Kirk
Brooks is underrated in this, Taxi Driver.
and Ryan.
He's also underrated in another movie that has Drive in it, Taxi Driver.
All correct. Both opinions and answers.
All right. Your third question comes in biopic. Who plays comedian Lenny Bruce in Lenny?
Lenny.
I don't know if you ever heard any original Lenny Bruce stuff. Yeah, I've heard a few recordings of it. And he definitely, in his own way, was a trendsetter. That's old people stuff, so it's fine.
Yeah, okay, good. Whew, I can start with the nice fake laugh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Scott.
He's no Luke Kirby on The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, but it's Dustin Hoffman.
And Kirk.
Dustin Hoffman.
And Ryan.
No, I wrote Harvey Keitel.
And Bar.
Dustin Hoffman.
Dustin Hoffman is correct. So Bulls of Broadway strikes first blood, leading 5-4. Your fourth question in classics. When Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, the bill Jefferson proposes would buy land for what group? If you were to purchase a plot of land, who would you purchase it for? Like a sort of certain person you would purchase it for?
Probably my wife, because she'd be very angry if I just purchased land for somebody else. I think, it's a weird question to ask a married dude, Scully.
I mean, you could like give it to like your like a sibling or like a mother or a father or something.
If I give it to my brother or my mom or dad, my wife would still have a problem with it.
Fair enough.
I can give it to her mom though.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Kirk.
I can't remember the specific name. I just had Scouts.
And Ryan.
No, I just said Native Americans.
And Bar.
Yeah, I see the one.
You said 4, right? Power company.
And Scott.
I said generic answer, poor people.
All incorrect. It's the Boy Scouts. We did need the Boy Scouts or the Boy Rangers. So unfortunately, we cannot accept any of those answers.
We gonna let that wash bar because the boy. It's
I don't think Girl Scouts were around at that time.
and it wasn't Boy Scouts. It was now that he says it was the Boy Rangers. So either
Boy Scouts or Boy Rangers would have been acceptable.
Okay. All right.
You cool with the
I'm
decision?
yeah,
Kirk?
we'll let it slide. Yeah.
Okay.
So no challenge?
No challenge.
Your next question will come in the category of musicals. What musical features a character whose motto is Pacience y Fe and a neighborhood-wide blackout? Drop that Spanish accent so nice in that question for you guys. That's the benefit of marrying a Latina.
Note to self. Marry 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't want to get in trouble. Pens down. We'll start back up with Ryan.
I think it's In the Heights.
And Bar.
In the Heights.
And Scott.
In the Heights.
And Kurt.
Don't want to burst your bubble, John. I didn't even know you were speaking Spanish. In the Heights.
That is all correct. Clean sleep. Good job, guys. Your next question in fantasy sci-fi. What country is Dr. Hofstetler revealed to be a spy for in The Shape of Water? I still have not seen this movie.
I haven't either, but I have to see it this week
It's like one of my biggest Oscar blind spots.
I have so many Oscar blind spots, don't feel bad.
Especially like the last 5 years, like that and Jojo Rabbit are the two major best picture ones. I just did not get around to seeing.
You're not missing anything.
Oh.
That's a hot take in this community. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll get a bar.
Germany.
And Scott.
I also said Germany.
And Kirk.
They never did anything evil again. I said Russia.
And Ryan.
Yeah, I also said Russia.
Russia is correct.
Nice.
So Kirk and Ryan will get that question correct.
It's always between two, I swear to God.
Your next question comes in the category of action adventure. Name 2 of the 3 historical figures that serve as Kamanra's muscle in Night at the Museum, Battle of the Smithsonian.
Common Law. Yes,
Common Law. Can you imagine I haven't seen this movie either? I can't believe it. I have a Ben Stiller blind spot.
Shit. No. Fuck.
No, go ahead.
Repeat.
Okay. First repeat.
Name 2 of the 3 historical figures that serve as Kaman-Ra's muscle in Night at the Museum, Battle of the Smithsonian.
This movie was these movies, like, well, I shouldn't say all of them. The first 2 were childhood cornerstones for me. I didn't care that much for the third one, I'll be honest. Even though I own all 3 on Blu-ray.
I've never had a pull towards watching these films. They seem are they historically accurate?
Sort of.
Right.
Not really.
The characters like to think so.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Scott.
I said Attila the Hun and Genghis Khan.
And Kirk.
I said Al Capone and Billy the Kid.
And Ryan.
Said Napoleon and Al Capone.
And Bar.
I said Napoleon and Genghis Khan.
The only person correct is Ryan.
Yes.
It is Napoleon. Al Capone and Ivan the Terrible were the 3 options.
Nice.
So we now have a tie game.
I wasn't sure which Ivan, so I decided to go with what I wrote.
Tie game.
At first, I'm like, nope.
8-8 going into your 8th question. How about that? The category of crime. What specific kind of tragic event is depicted in the 2003 film Elephant?
I would ask you if you have a favorite tragic event, but I feel that's in bad taste at this point in the game.
Probably. I do have a favorite kind. I do have a favorite elephant. It's the grumpy fucker from the Jungle Book.
All right. He's my favorite grumpy fucker too.
Usually that just belongs to Kirk. 5, 4.
Repeat the question.
3. Okay. First repeat. What specific kind of tragic event is depicted in the 2003 film Elephant? Colonel Hathaway was he's grumpy. He's a grumpy bitch, but he's fun.
Yeah. Put upon grumpy elephants are always a fantastic foil in children's movies. I can't name any of them. But it seems like it would always be welcome.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Kirk.
School shooting.
And Ryan.
Damn it! No, I didn't have it.
Bar.
School shooting.
And Scott.
School shooting.
School shooting is correct.
Okay, and your next category is coming of age. The writer reads about what kind of event that causes him to remember the main events of the film in Stand By Me. That is a weirdly worded question.
And we will
I'm
accept
sorry,
it.
you cut out halfway on me.
I'll give you a technical, and I'm going to reword that.
Yes, thank you.
Give me 1 second to figure out how to word this properly. In Stand By Me, what does the narrator read about that causes him to remember the main events of the movie?
And we'll take a variation of the correct answer.
Yeah, there's multiple variations.
There's multiple variations of the correct answer. So, I think, is it someone's turn on Jeopardy or something? Like,
I'm just getting texts as I'm popping.
That is not a Jeopardy sound. I would know.
okay, thank you, Scott. I was just making a joke.
Scott would be sweating if he heard that.
I don't joke about Jeopardy. Okay.
Panning Gain. Oh wow, Panning Gain's down to 2 points. Oh, yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Ryan.
Oh, I'm blanking. I just wrote a train crash.
And Bar.
The death of a friend?
And Scott.
I just said a dead body.
And Kirk.
His friend is killed.
Bar and Kirk are correct. Yes, we would have
That
taken
makes more sense. Damn it.
we would have taken stabbing, murder, or death of a friend.
Okay.
We'll get into your last question in recent releases. Who plays actor Jack Holden in Licorice Pizza? This movie's not controversial in any way whatsoever.
I've heard things about this movie.
Here's what I'll say. I respect it more than I like it. I think it's a very well-made movie. It doesn't deserve to sniff the Best Picture race. I'll say that.
I'll let you know.
I know there's at least one person here who agrees with me about that. 5. And you know who you are.
Get him fired up. Cloud his judgment going into round 2.
1. Ben's down. We will go to Bar.
Sean Penn?
And Scott.
The Bridges of Toko-san. Sean Penn.
And Kirk.
Oh, I got the right character, Sean Penn.
And Ryan.
Nope.
All right. Sean Penn is the correct answer. So at the end of round number 1, I have Bullets Over Broadway with 14 to Payne Gaines 10.
That is what I have.
Yep.
All right. So 14 to 10. As we venture into round number 2, round 2 works like this. Both teams selected a deep cut movie to be used in round 2. What's going to happen is that one player from each team will take the first 3 questions, and then the second, and then the other 2 will take the other 3 questions. So, Bullets, because you are in the lead, do you want to hear questions from your movie first or second?
I think we should do our movie first, personally.
You want to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Goodbye, girl.
Okay. And so both teams decide who is taking the first set of 3.
And we could switch between movies, right?
Yeah.
Or who goes first between them.
Yeah.
Yes, you may.
I'll go first for Goodbye Girl then.
I don't want to go first. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Take it.
Then I'll just flip Kirk and Bar just so it's easier. Okay, so Ryan and Kirk, you're taking the first 3 questions. Okay, I'll go ahead and give you your questions in Goodbye Girl. All right, your first question. Lucy claims that Elliot's voice work as Richard III sounds like who? It's my favorite tradition is reading the questions of a movie I have never even seen.
I have seen it, so I do.
You don't need a direct quote, do you?
No.
This is what the character says.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Ryan.
I didn't know how to spell his name, and I don't know. I just wrote Liberace. That's not how to spell his name.
And Kirk.
The guy from the beauty parlor?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Good pull.
Did not remember that.
That was on me.
All right, your second question. At what theater did Elliot play Stanley Kowalski?
I've never played Stanley Kowalski. Not even reading through stuff in grade school. You know, we didn't cover that really.
Yeah, my grade school reading list was, especially going to school in the Pacific Northwest, it was a very eclectic group of novels.
Yeah, we read Romeo and Juliet, and I insisted on being Benvolio because he doesn't die.
That's smart, actually. 5,
Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Ryan
I just wrote Moonlight Theater.
and Kirk.
The Drury?
Up to you, John.
No, it is not.
It's the Drury Lane Theater.
Okay.
Your third question. How many miles per gallon does the Subaru get in city driving?
Oh, jeez.
I knew this was going to be a question.
I drive a Subaru, so I could have probably guessed this.
I think it's improved since the time of this movie. Technological advancements and all.
Yeah. They're the safest car on the market. So if you're in the market for a new car, I recommend Subaru.
I crashed an Impreza once.
Wow.
Okay.
The check cleared. Thanks, Subaru. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Ryan.
I wrote 29 miles.
And Kirk.
I said 15.
29
Good job,
is
Ryan.
correct. So,
Kirk, we would have gotten the same amount of points there. So
Okay.
all right. So now we switch to Scott and Barr. Here is your first question in the Goodbye Girl. When the apartment gets redecorated, what is the first task where we see Lucy help? Speaking of Shakespearean performances in school, I once did like a scene of like Macbeth in class in what was it? It was like my junior year, and we I can't remember, but I'll tell on the next question. 5,
Part 2 coming up.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Scott.
I said painting the wall.
And Barr.
painting the wall.
Up to you, John.
It's
Nope.
not painting the wall. No.
It's putting up wall coverings.
Mm.
Okay.
I don't know if that's right.
I know they have the scene where they're putting up those like curtain things on the wall.
That's the first time you see her.
Does she do anything before? Because I know they show what's her name. They show the what's her name doing the painting herself.
Paula just paints with like the unnamed contractor guy right before that, and then Elliot and Lucy are in the next scene.
Yeah, you're not really supposed to help them with whether they challenge or not. But
Oh, I'm sorry.
We'll hold off then.
Feel free to challenge.
also, if you challenge, we get 2 points and y'all get 1. So if you want to go,
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you,
All right.
Scott.
So no challenge.
y'all have this.
No challenge though.
Thank you to Scott for also helping Bullets with their decision.
Yeah.
We're all friends here.
Anybody else want to just write in? Anybody in the
All
chat?
right.
Thanks for managing us.
All right, guys. We're getting to your next question. How much does Mark say people paid to see plays at the Globe Theater? So anyway, part 2. We did like Shakespearean language from Macbeth, but for Scarface. So one of my classmates brought in a bag of baking soda, and you can probably guess what that was for.
Did you guys snort baking soda? That'd be fantastic.
I didn't, and my other classmate didn't, but this dude thought, what the hell? He was in the nurse's office for about 4 hours. 5,
Oh,
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. It wasn't pretty. We'll go to Scott.
I said 5 pounds.
And Barr.
I said 2 pounds.
Incorrect. It's 2 shillings.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Was
Ooh.
I was guessing 2, to be honest, so I'm happy.
A second of Pirates were
Because for the
workers
people,
there.
they want
But
to
no one
work
saw
on
it. All right, guys. Your last question in the Goodbye Girl. According to Elliot, What wine pairs with spaghetti marinara?
Everyone knows the answer to this question. This dude's just wrong.
Wow.
I don't drink wine, so I don't have a dog in this fight.
I know wine enthusiasts, but I don't know if they'll give me a good recommendation.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Scott.
A nice Chianti.
And Bar.
The answer should be Moscato, but it's Chianti.
Yeah, Bar's on the right track.
All right, that is correct. So at the end of the Goodbye Girl, I have Payne and Gain getting up to 14. Bullets getting up to 16.
That's what I have.
Here comes up.
All right, so we will get into Possessor and decide who's taking the first and second sets of questions. Guys,
You going first, Bar?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going first.
We'll swap. You want to swap, Ryan?
I mean, doesn't matter either way, but if you want to go first, then I'm all right with that.
Yeah, I'll go first again.
All right.
So the bottom folks are going first and the top folks are going second. Okay.
We'll keep it consistent.
Your first question in Possessor. What data mining assignment does Eddie say people are being assigned to on Saturday?
I had never heard of this film until like 3 days ago.
I'd heard of
You
it,
would not like it.
and I was putting off watching it, but I watched it. So
I just see Bar like screaming in the chat like that he's in agony. I'm like, did he forget to take his medicine again, or like? But no, he was watching a movie.
you I count him down. You count him down.
Apparently, the new
Yeah.
Mutants is better than this movie.
4, 3,
It's better.
2, 1. Pens down. Scott
Lampshades.
and Bar.
Lampshades.
Lampshades is correct.
Your second question. What 2 drinks does Rita offer Colin?
Speaking of 2 drinks, that's what I'm doing right now. It was a long day at work.
I should be drinking, but I'm not. I'm putting it off. I gotta stay sharp.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Scott.
Gin and water.
Bar.
Oh, I thought it was something from earlier, like Damiana and tea.
Gin and water is correct.
And your third question. What is the name of the man John is talking to when Ava and Colin first approach him at the party? And not me. John in the movie.
Yes.
Sean
Who is
Bean.
this guy talking to? Who is he?
Mostly to myself.
What Spence says, I would hate it. That's probably true. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go Scott.
Alex Boyko.
And Bar.
Jack.
Alex Boyko is correct. So now we'll
The other side.
switch.
Ryan and Kirk, your first question. When being debriefed after the Holly Bergman job, what item does Voss pull from the box that she states is not hers? The funny thing is, I would have said none of those were mine because none of those are mine. Oh, I skipped a question. I'll go back. No problem.
Yeah, you're fine. Doesn't really matter.
As long as I ask these 3.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Go to Ryan.
It's a smoking pipe.
And Kirk.
A cup?
The cup is correct.
I can accept that.
Oh.
Your next question. What 3 animals does Eddie show Voss when she regains control of Colin?
See, just reading these questions out of context makes me want to watch this even less.
I was about to say that. Like, you'd be like, what the hell is going on in this movie?
I mean, it's called Possessor, so I probably have a decent idea.
Enjoyment of the movie is trying to.
Just hope that you're not afflicted. Just hope you don't get seizures.
Scully, how much do you like Cronenberg?
5, 4.
What'd you think of Titan?
3, 2, 1. Hands down, he's great in Jason X. We'll go to Ryan.
I've not watched Titan yet, but look, I said a fox, fish, and a monkey.
And Kirk.
Fox, fish, mouse.
Fox, fish, mouse is correct.
I should say it's not David Cronenberg, it's Brandon Cronenberg, but you can definitely tell there's a genetic link between father and son, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
All right.
That was far from the tree.
And your final question in Possessor: Ava states Damiana tea has what medicinal property?
You drink tea?
Only on dares, and it's usually horrible for me. Because I usually get those ones that are like, oh, here's a GI cleansing tea, and then I'm just in agony for like 24 hours.
I think I've had green tea like once or twice, and it's been like just for medicinal purposes only. Yeah, but I just don't like tea. Just don't like the taste of it.
I'm a coffee guy. I hear you.
Yeah, me too. Me too. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Ryan.
I said ginseng.
And Kirk.
I said stress relief.
Both incorrect. It's an antidepressant.
Mm.
I didn't know that one either.
So at the end of round number 2, I have bullets up to 22. Payne and Gain trailing with 17. Is that what you have?
That is exactly what I have. Yep.
All right. So we'll move on to round number 3. Round 3 works like this. There are some categories. There is a wheel. Each category on this wheel will correspond to 5 separate questions, each worth 2 points apiece. But with the choice to go to multiple choice for 1 point, there is stealing involved. So guys, be on the lookout. But you've done this before. You know how it works. So the categories, let me go ahead and share my screen. Your categories on the wheel today are 2010s, classics, fantasy sci-fi, recent releases, spinner's choice, opponent's choice, biopics, 1970s, coming of age, and action/adventure. So, Bullets, you are in the lead. Would you like to go first or defer?
We would like to stroke deferry walls.
We will defer.
Okay. So, Payne and Gain, this is your first spin. It is coming of age. Would you like to take that or spin again?
I like it, Ryan. We've actually done well in it in a previous match. However, I would be okay spinning again if you wanted to. There's not a whole lot that scares me here.
Yeah, same here. And also, coming of age is broad. So if we miss them,
they're all broad, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, but I think there's some that's lenient, so that works more for the both of us. Honestly.
Okay, we'll take another spin.
Spin again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So you have to stick with whatever it lands on.
No.
Everyone's favorite, classic.
All right. We'll do our best.
All right. John, why don't you go ahead and give them their questions in classics?
No problem. Your first question in classics. Breathless is set in which country?
I believe that's France, Ryan, because that's a Godard directed that. So,
all right, if you're good on that, go for it.
France, final answer.
That is correct. Your second question. Willie Stark ascends to what government position in All the King's Men?
I mean, he's based off of the guy who was governor of Louisiana, so I think it's the same in. If we just say governor,
parallels in that story.
Let's just say governor because I don't know that it's Louisiana. So let's just say governor.
Okay, well, let's go for it.
Governor, final answer.
That is correct. Your third question.
Yes, the second thing.
Who directed It's a mad world.
Stanley Kramer.
Yep.
Final answer.
That is correct. Question 4. Humphrey Bogart's character has what movie-based profession in 1950s in A Lonely Place?
I believe he's a screenwriter.
How sure are you?
It's been a while since I've seen the film, but I just do remember that that's kind of like the premise of his business.
Okay.
It's one of the things that
This
leads
one's
him
been on my watch
into
list forever. I trust you. Let's go with it. Screenwriter.
I'll take the bullet here.
You said final answer. That's correct.
Good job, Ryan.
Okay. Yeah.
And your final question. What decade is Lawrence of Arabia set during?
Isn't a war happening?
We're gonna have to take multiple on this one. Like I have a general idea, but
Okay, yeah. I'm trying to think if there's a war happening during that time, but if you want to, let's go for it. Multiple choice.
there's wars happening in every decade. Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice answers are A, the 1900s, B, the 1910s, C, the 1920s, or D, the 1930s.
So the tens was what I originally thought.
Yeah, because I was thinking World War One, but he does stay.
It wasn't World War One though.
Oh no! Oh, okay.
I'm going to say 1910's final answer.
That is incorrect. Bullets. Do I read the options again for them or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Your options again are A, the 1900s, B, the 1910s, C, the 1920s, or D, the 1930s.
Now, I haven't seen this, but I think it does take place during World War II. So I would be inclined to say the 30s.
Let's go for it.
I'm going to be completely wrong about what war this is, I swear to God. 1930s, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Boom!
All right, so at the end of Pain and Gains round 2, I have them up to 25, with Bullets up to 23.
That is what I have.
All right, so Bullets, we are going to now get into your spin. Once I can. There we go. All right. This is your spin. Cool. You get a free respin. Today's wheel is brought to you by Xfinity. If you want some shit internet service, go to Xfinity. Recent releases. Want to keep that or spin again?
I say, I mean, it's not bad, but there's more. I mean, where we're at, I think we can afford a respin.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, this wheel is pretty kind to us.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I'm fine with it.
Respin.
Okay. You're stuck with whatever it lands on. It is action/adventure.
Okay.
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 We're done
So
by
I will
right?
go. I will go ahead and give you your questions in action/adventure. First question. Dutch and his fellow commandos are hired by what organization in Predator?
I have a guess.
What's your guess?
I think it's CIA.
I think it is as well.
You want to go for it?
Just go for it?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right. CIA, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Second question. What is the name of Eggsy's dog in Kingsman: The Secret Service?
Jack Bauer.
But he calls him JB. It's JB for Jack Bauer, right?
Yes, I think you're right.
Yeah. Because I keep guessing what it is. JB, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. What is the name of the list of CIA agents Ethan hunts down in Mission Impossible?
The knock list. Final answer.
2 more points. Fourth question. Who stars as volcanologist Harry Dalton in Dante's Peak?
Is that Pierce Brosnan?
I believe so, yes.
You want to go for it?
Yeah.
Aim for the bushes. Pierce Brosnan, final answer.
That is correct. Thank you so much. And your last question.
I know.
Michael J. White plays the titular character in what 2000s action comedy?
Oh, it's in something Black Dynamite.
Is that it?
There's another one that he's in as well.
Let's go multiple.
That's the only one that has a name that I can think of.
Let's go multiple just to avoid the steal.
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, the Pink Panther, B, Black Dynamite, C, the Brothers Grimm, or D, the Adventures of Pluto Nash.
Okay, I'm just gonna go for it.
Yeah.
Black Dynamite. Final answer.
And that is
Absurd.
correct. One more point. All right. So
Brothers Grimm.
at the end of round number 3, hey, I didn't write the questions. At the end of round number 3, I have Bullets in the lead with 32, Payne and Gain trailing with 25.
That is what I have.
All right, we'll move on to your 4th and final round. Here's how it works. Both teams will get a 2, a 3, a 5. They will decide who they will decide who takes the 2 and the 3, and they may confer on the 5. So
we don't get to confer on all of them anymore.
My bad. Sorry, I'm thinking geek. You can confer on the 2, the 3, and the 5. It's been a long day, guys. I'm sorry. You can confer on the 2, the 3, and the 5. Both teams have 3 repeats and the usage of their challenge. So there are no questions. We'll get right into round number 4. Cool. So, Bullets, you're in the lead. You want set 1 or set 2?
Pick a number more.
Set 1.
Okay. Payne and Gain, you get set number 2. I will go ahead and give you your questions in set number 2. Okay. All right, guys. Your year is 1971. Your actor is Dustin Hoffman, and your genres are thriller, crime, and drama.
71, Hoffman, thriller, crime, and drama.
I think is that Marathon Man?
We're not overthinking. What year did Midnight Cowboy release?
69.
Okay, then yeah. Well,
that seems kind of tough for a 2-pointer, but I can't think of what else it would be.
5.
Let's wait. Let's take a repeat.
2.
Yeah.
Second repeat.
Mm-hmm.
Your year is 1971. Your actor is Dustin Hoffman, and your genres are thriller, crime, and drama.
I mean, Marathon Man might be it.
I think that's it. I can't think of what else it would be.
Yeah,
that fits the genres.
Yeah.
All right, Marathon Man. Final answer.
That is incorrect. The answer is Straw Dogs.
Straw Dogs. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we'll move on to your 3-pointer. You guys do need to hit this to stay in the game. So if you hit it, we'll move on to your 5. If you miss, Bullets over Broadway will advance. Okay. Your year is 2009. Your director is Kathryn Bigelow. And your keywords are Army, explosives, and Iraq.
Are we sure we didn't switch the 2 and 3-pointer?
Yeah, just
the Heart Locker. Final answer.
That is correct for 3 points. And no, I did not switch.
Yeah.
Can we switch those?
All right. So now we move on to your 5. If you hit this, it bounces back to Bullets, who just needs to hit 1 question to win. If you miss it, Bullets will take the win via TKO. All right. So, guys, your decade for your 5, there's someone with an echo. I don't know who that is.
We're good now.
Okay. Your decade is the 2010s. Would you like the year, director, actor, co-actor, genre, or keywords? You can choose 3.
Okay. Ryan, I think if we get the director, I have a good chance of getting it for 2010s. What other one do you plot keywords, maybe?
Possibly, yeah. Because even though part of me would say actor for 2010s, unfortunately, 2010s, there a lot of actors and supporting actors were shared a lot, so keywords would help.
All right, director keywords.
You get one more.
Oh, we get 3. Okay.
Okay. What were the others like? The director.
We can do actor or year. Which one do you want?
You can get the exact year, the director, the actor, a co-actor, the genre.
Let's do the year. Let's do the year.
Okay. Well, year.
All right, year.
So you want year, actor, keyword?
No, year, director, and keywords. Sorry.
You want year.
We're overlapping each other so much.
Year, director, keyword. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So your year is 2013. Your director is Danny Boyle, and your keywords are heist, hypnotherapist, and art auctioneer.
What is this movie called? I picture it in my head. It's a one-word title.
It's that one with yes. Oh my god.
Is it like Trust? It's not Trust, is it?
Crap. Honestly, the actors wouldn't have helped either, because then we'd still be stuck in the same place.
Yeah. I know the movie.
5, 4.
Repeat.
Okay. Third repeat. Your year is 2013. Your director is Danny Boyle. And your keywords are heist, hypnotherapist, and art auctioneer.
As soon as he said Danny Boyle in 2013, I was like, it's going to be that stupid art auction movie. Trust is the only word that is coming to my head. I know it's a one-word.
I think it's a one-word title, honestly. It's a one-word title.
Yeah, it is. And I think it's trust. That's what I'm saying. I think that's the only word that keeps coming to me.
Yeah,
that's
because other than that, I don't think.
Let's take the last repeat.
4, 3. Okay, last repeat.
Yeah, last one, please.
Your year is 2013. Your director is Danny Boyle. And your keywords are heist, hypnotherapist, and art auctioneer.
Yeah, because there is a film called Awake, but it has nothing to do with crime.
I don't think that's it.
Yeah, so
I think we should just go with Trust. It's the only thing that's coming to me.
Let's do it.
Trust, final answer.
And your winner, by way of technical knockouts, Bullets over Broadway. The answer was trance. First 2 letters right. Trance was the correct answer. So final score 32-28. Bullets takes the victory via TKO. What a match. We will jump right into post-match interviews, starting with our unfortunate losers today, Payne and Gain. Look, guys, you guys battled really, really hard. You were able to get a lot of momentum, especially in round number 2. Even though Bullets did outscore you slightly, you did not lose the game there. You went 8 for 10 in classics, a category that I don't think a lot of teams, a lot of people in general can say that they've done. And that's incredible. And you were able to get your 3, but just couldn't pull those final 4 letters at the end. How are you guys feeling?
Yeah, I just wanted to avoid the TKO. I mean, even if we had hit it, we still would have lost. But we played a good game. Against other teams, we probably would have won with that kind of performance. I'm happy about the classics round. I think that turned out really good for us. We could have picked up a point or 2 in deep cuts, but honestly, they're such a strong team, it probably wouldn't have mattered.
No, part of me had to take some blame here. Like there was the question possessor, even though we would have gotten 1 point, I realized after hearing my answers and questions, like, no, I could have picked up on them much more. It just fell to maybe watching a film twice instead of trying to watch it the day of, so it's more recent in my mind.
It was my choice. I'd seen the movie multiple times, so I understand, not knowing it as well.
Hey, man, in our last match, you suggested Raw to me, and I was able to get all the questions for Raw when we went up against the Cameron. So
Okay.
It's just more along the lines of retention versus that. So it's just like playing it out. I don't know. I mean, look, yeah, I'm not ashamed of our classic round. Of us getting classics. I was worried, but I don't know. I guess I'm just a little down on myself right now. I'll bounce back later on, but this is kind of one of those moments where like no excuses needed. I can watch this match later on and see where I need to improve myself.
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, that does mean that you guys are now at 2-2. Still a good record that does bump you out to 500. Going forward, is there any particular team you want to face?
I want to face Michael and Kelly because Michael's a good friend of mine, and he's not really playing that much in the other leagues anymore. So this is the one opportunity to play him. I played him a few times before, but and Kelly's great too. So I would like to play them. That would be fun.
Yeah, that would be a really interesting match. I think Michael and Kelly, they are a very formidable duo. One of the teams to look out for on the path to that title. So once again, guys, thank you so much. Fortunately, it just didn't go your way this time, but hopefully it will the next time.
Congrats, Kirk and Bar.
Yeah, congrats.
Move to our winners today. Bar and Kirk, Bullets over Broadway. Guys, really, really strong round one. Got 14 there. You were a little behind there in deep cuts, but I think those last three possessor questions, Kirk was able to pull you guys in the lead there.
Yeah.
And then that steal was really crucial. And then going 9 for 10 in action adventure to really close it out. Impressive performance. How you guys feeling?
I'm feeling good. Yeah, I was sweating a little bit after round two because they made some real good polls. That 29 miles to the gallon question poll was like real nice. Mm-hmm. But it's just nice when you play people that you're good friends with and that you're faction mates with because there's less stress in that situation. Mm-hmm. So yeah, this was fun. Ryan and Scott played a great game, and when that happens, we step our game up. So
yeah, definitely they brought out the best in us. I mean, hats off to whoever wrote the deep cuts because they were good. They just were a lot of them, I think, in the different direction all four of us are thinking.
Oh yeah.
So they, so I'm not complaining about them at all. They were great questions, but they were just really. I think we all zigged where we should have zagged there, and I think that really made it a closer game. And then when they scored classics, I was like, okay, we could breathe easy. And they swept that, so I'm like, or pretty much swept it. So I was like, okay, gotta keep going here. And I mean, I was totally prepared to answer questions around 5 because I know, that they were hitting a lot of their strengths there with that category in that decade. So I had complete faith they were going to get that. I didn't think we had a chance at the TKO. Great game by them.
Yeah, absolutely. So this does mean this moves you guys are 3-1, moving up that ladder in the title picture. But your next match be a number 1 contenders match against Ginyu Force.
Oh, baby! Revenge!
Yeah.
How you guys feeling about that one?
You can tell.
Yeah. There are a couple.
We're sweating again, so yeah.
There's a few things in this couple of monkeys in this trivia community I got to get off my back. One of them is beating Ginyu Force. They've beaten me 3 different times over different leagues, different partners.
No, let me correct you, Kirk. They fluked over us that many times. So
I'll accept that. But I got to get that W over that. We got to get that W over them. But me particularly, I feel like that's something I got to do. So that was the goal. I wanted to win this match to get to them. Like I said, I had nothing against Ryan and Scott. I didn't want to see them lose, but I wanted this win because I want that match.
Yeah. So safe to say, you guys are pretty fired up for that one. But I'm sure you guys are. All of us as viewers are, as hosts are, as admins are. That's gonna be one to look for. So thank you guys so much. Congrats on your win, and we'll see you when you play again. All right, John. Let's wrap this thing up in a bow. Final thoughts.
I thought it was a really good match. I thought both teams played great. Just some bad luck there. I do think those round 4 questions were scaled a little harder than I'm used to seeing. But it's this is on the road to the contendership, so things ratcheting up, I guess, is understandable. So, but either way, great game by both teams.
Yeah, absolutely. Ginyu played a really complete game from start to finish. I think the momentum swing at the end of round 2 kind of carried them forward. Few teams can battle back from their opponents getting a strangely good wheel spin in round 3. They were able to do that, and they got a TKO as well. So very impressive. So, unfortunately, this does take us to the end of another great ONTL match. If this is your first time watching us, what are you doing? Go to the channel, watch some other matches.
Like and subscribe.
Like, subscribe, follow, share. Do whatever you got to do to spread the word about everything. We got a lot of great things coming down the pipeline. We got free for alls. We got contenders matches. We got title matches coming up. We got a lot of great stuff coming down the pipeline in all of our divisions. So for John, for Scott, for Ryan, for Barr, for Kirk, for Spence lingering in the back like some kind of devious troll, thank you all so much for being here today. And as always, stay cool, guys.